A global company that simply doesn't generate profit, threatened by technology, a relatively new and uncertain market. This is the reality of Uber, the urban transportation company, or rather, an electronic service provider in the realm of urban private transportation. But can a company that operates in over 70 countries cease to exist in 5 years? As everything indicates, yes. But how could this happen? Welcome to our channel, where we bring you the best videos on finance and technology. In today's video, you will understand more about Uber and why the company might not exist in 5 years. But before that, go ahead and like the video if you enjoyed the topic. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. Also, let me know in the comments if you use Uber's services and whether you think the company might cease to exist in the near future. I really want to hear your opinion. Without further ado, let's get to the video. Uber. Uber was founded in 2009 by Travis Kalanick and Garrett Camp and revolutionized the transportation industry by introducing an innovative carpooling model. Through an intuitive app, the company connects private drivers with passengers, allowing them to request rides conveniently and efficiently. This model provided greater flexibility to drivers and convenience to users, while challenging the traditional paradigms of public transportation and taxis. Uber rapidly expanded worldwide, facing regulatory challenges and competition in various cities, but also gaining popularity due to its innovative approach and focus on customer experience. Currently, Uber dominates the ride-hailing app market, and you've most likely used or at least heard of the convenience and cost savings the company offers to passengers. Today, all you need to do is grab your phone, input your destination, and within minutes, a car will be right in front of you, ready to take you safely, comfortably, and, most importantly, at a much lower cost than a taxi would. This business model might seem solid, and many people can't imagine life without the services and convenience that Uber provides. But the reality is that the company is struggling financially and has never turned a profit. Yes, since 2009, the company has been operating without generating profits on its balance sheets, and the numbers are staggering. Billion-dollar losses. Uber's most recent alarming result came in late 2022 when the company reported a loss of $1.2 billion, even as the number of rides increased and the company enjoyed global success. In reality, Uber's result was quite good, though it might not seem like it. This is because a loss of over $1 billion is 50% less than the previous year when the company reported a loss of $2.4 billion. In other words, even though it's a massive loss, it still represents a positive result, as it indicates an improvement in the company's financial situation. For a conventional company, a loss of this magnitude could spell the end. But for Uber, it's just business as usual. The company has never turned a profit in its 14-year history, and that's actually by design, as these losses are part of the company's strategy. Uber's growth model, while extremely successful in terms of global expansion and popularity, surprisingly doesn't result in generating profits. The company's strategy has been to heavily focus on increasing its user base and presence in various cities around the world, often subsidizing fares to attract both drivers and passengers. This has led to a situation where the revenue generated from rides is not sufficient to cover operational costs and ongoing investments in technology and expansion. The company's plan is to constantly grow and improve for users, even if it means operating at a loss, as the focus is on investing in growth and development. All the revenue generated by the company is reinvested into the business itself, along with the numerous investments Uber has received from investors over the years. The goal of all this money is to make Uber the biggest, best, and possibly the only company in its sector, dominating the market and then seeking profits. However, the problem is that the majority of the money Uber invests comes from other investors. These investors want to see a return on their investment, something that Uber has not been able to provide. This situation could directly impact the health of the company and its ability to survive in the coming years. Uber might end up simply because its investors no longer tolerate the fact that a giant market leader can't offer significant returns and continues to operate in the red after so many years. But if Uber is already a market leader, why doesn't the company simply make profits from its rides and scale back investments a bit to achieve positive returns? Because it's these investments that could generate the biggest returns in the future, especially in the company's primary area of research and development, autonomous vehicles. Autonomous vehicles. First and foremost, do you know how Uber makes money? Well, if you answered that the company profits by taking a percentage of each ride conducted through the app, you're correct. The company takes a percentage of each ride, which usually ranges between 20% and 40%.
But what if there wasn't a driver needed?
That's where autonomous vehicles come in. I mean, the idea might sound straightforward, but its execution is extremely complex, and Uber has been investing heavily in developing autonomous vehicle technology for some time now. The company has been working on this project since 2017, which initially seemed impossible, but started becoming a reality in 2022. The project is still in its early stages, and only a few cities in the United States have Uber autonomous vehicles, such as Houston in Texas, Los Angeles, Mountain View, and San Francisco in California. According to some users who have already used the service in the United States, the initial tests seem interesting, but there's still a lot of room for improvement. The car follows the rules of the road. It respects all speed limits. It stops for pedestrians to cross, and when a car is pulling out of a parking lot, for example, it realizes the vehicle is approaching. From the moment the car arrives to pick us up, you can tell it's safe.
The app displays all the data, the route,
and there's also the comfort of not having to worry about who's driving, if someone might do something to you while you're in the car.
It's a safety especially for women who are alone, states Livia, one of the experimental users of the service.
I think it still needs to improve how it makes decisions in specific cases.
What a human could do in seconds, the computer couldn't and needed help. But nothing that can't be corrected by experts in the future,
said Lito, another user who has been using Uber with autonomous vehicles in San Francisco.
Autonomous vehicles are getting closer to becoming a reality. But what does this really mean for Uber? The end of Uber?
It's official, Uber won't exist in 5 years, at least not in the way we know it today, because according to the company's expectations, within the next 5 years, all rides within the app will be conducted by autonomous vehicles. It's the end, especially for the drivers who currently provide service for Uber in different parts of the world, and who will soon be replaced by autonomous vehicles. This innovation is causing a lot of controversy, both in terms of safety and the rights of workers who currently work as drivers for the app. In terms of safety, there are still many doubts about a car's ability to drive itself without any human intervention. It's still unclear how the technology will work in heavy traffic or even on more challenging roads, like those found in many parts of the world outside of the United States. The truth is, even though the technology is already being used, it's still very new and needs to be rigorously tested to prove its ability to play a solid role in ensuring safety on the roads. The future of Uber is already here, and the trend is that autonomous vehicles will become more and more common in the coming years.
And you? What do you think of all this innovation? Would you dare to ride in a driverless car, controlled solely by Uber's technology? Or do you still prefer to have someone at the wheel, ready to take action in case of unexpected situations? Write your response in the comments. I really want to know your opinion. Thank you very much for watching until the end, and remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates here on our channel. Take care, and until the next video.